Hey everybody, and welcome to NiagaraWineVideos.com, where I bring you the story behind Niagara's finest wines. And usually I'm getting the story behind the wines at the winery from the winemaker themselves, or the winery employees, or the winery owner. However, this weekend I went out tasting with my family without my video camera, and I found two really nice wines that I thought I should just review first, and then maybe we'll get the story behind these wines at the winery later on. So let's get into the wines. The first wine that really impressed me, which is not a usual wine for Niagara, or not one that I've seen too many wineries do, is called a Pinot Meunier. Just show you the label there. And this is from a winery that's been in the Niagara region for a long time, called Vineland Estates. It's a beautiful property where a lot of people get married there, and the vineyard sites are beautiful, the restaurant's beautiful, the winery is beautiful, and the wine, believe it or not, is also beautiful. So Pinot Meunier, it's a 2010, coming from a great vintage. 2009 was really good. 2010 was even better. And I've never had a Pinot Meunier. So I guess Pinot Meunier is a grape that is used in the production of Champagne in the Champagne region of France. And it's a blending grape, which is why most people, like myself, have never heard of it. It's an old grape going all the way back to the 16th century. I guess in the 19th century it was populated in the Loire Valley, where it was grown as a single varietal, and it was used to make rosés, sparkling wine, and red wine, table wine. So it's nice to have a Pinot Meunier from the Niagara region. I've also have one in California as well. So let's get into the wine here. Now the first thing that impressed me about this wine was the color and the bouquet. Color is really, really nice, ruby. It's light like a Pinot Noir and a Beaujolais, but really nice. Let's get a better look at the color there. Pretty deep, actually, but you can see the light hues coming there, and when the light hits it. So light, but deep for a light wine. The nose, get a huge waft of strawberries right away. Strawberry jam, is a lot of people like to say. Almost like strawberry preserve, like as if it's been cooked or melted down. And maybe it's just because of the vintage that year was hot. 2010 was a hot year, so maybe the berries cooked a bit on the vine, or maybe they let them hang later on the vine before picking. So I guess we'll have to get the story at the winery later and get the full story behind the wine. So let's taste it. It smells amazing. Now on the nose, I definitely, I use a 5-star system. Out of my 5 stars, I definitely give this a full star for the first section. And right away, you can see this wine is so well made, and it's got an incredible body for a light wine. I guess Pinot Meunier are known though to give body for a lighter wine, to give a medium body. So that's why they use it in the production of Champagne. Beautiful body on this wine. I'd say this is a medium to full body wine, and for a light wine, that's fantastic. I love body. It's so important to me. When I taste a wine that's silky in my mouth but also tastes like it has some consistency, it doesn't taste watery, it's something that I really enjoy. The strawberries continue on the palate, nothing overly complex here, just really, really nice strawberry flavors, a little hint of smokiness, I guess. It's structured, it's balanced, you don't get the alcohol, and the alcohol in this wine is a 13% alcohol, so it's getting up there for a lighter styled wine. Really reminds me of a Cru Beaujolais, I guess, and I hate to compare it to Beaujolais in the old world, but it's really nice. The body's nice, the strawberry flavors are nice. Great wine. Just let you see the label once more. So if you can see there, it's a 13% alcohol, and it's a 2010 Pinot Meunier from Vineland Estates here in the Niagara region. Okay, so moving on. Great wine, amazing. Loved it. This wine here is from Henry of Pelham. It's a Baco Noir. Let you see the label. It comes from a 2008 vintage, which wasn't the greatest vintage in Niagara. It was kind of cool. However, a lot of wines that are not typical wine varietals throughout the world often do well in Niagara, even in bad vintages. And Baco Noir is definitely one of them. And Henry of Pelham is known for their Baco Noirs, so much so that if you look it up on Wikipedia, Henry of Pelham actually shows up. It's cited in there for Baco Noir. And I think the reason for that is because I think Baco Noir can only be grown in the New World. I think it's outlawed in France, actually. It's a hybrid grape or vine, which means that it's a combination of a European vine found in France and a North American vine. Together gives you Baco Noir. And again, it does so well here in Canada because it's extremely hardy. It can grow in the harsh, cool temperatures that we have. It's resistant to a lot of mildew and rot, which you can get in Niagara's climate. It also is resistant to the Japanese beetle, which is a huge pain in the neck. If you have rose gardens, you know that they eat your roses. They live in the petals, and you have to pick them out, right? So it just does really well here. It's resistant to a lot of nuisances and bugs, so that's good. This wine here is usually really rustic flavors you get from Baco Noir. Earthy, rusty. You get like rusty cherries almost from Baco Noir. It's usually medium, light bodied. You get smoky qualities on the nose. This one here, when I tasted it at the tasting bar, totally blew me away. They have a few different Baco Noirs. This is the Reserve, so it comes in a little higher, $25 a bottle. But when you taste it next to the one that is maybe $15, $18 a bottle, a whole world of difference in my opinion. This one here is really refined. Again, body is so important to me. The body is medium and creamy instead of light and rustic. This wine still is a little bit rustic though, Baco Noir, but they've really done a beautiful job of making what I like to call a pretty wine. So the color on this one is dark as well. For a lighter wine, it's even darker than the other wine, and you can't really see through it, and light doesn't come through it if you'll notice, or not as much. Really dark. On the nose, it's incredible. You get that rustiness. You get rusty cherries, you get raspberries, you get smokiness, you get like earth or I guess campfire, so you get like leaves, twigs, smoky, fiery smell. It smells like a campfire, really. And then on the palate, again, this wine performs incredibly. Way better than I thought a Baco Noir could perform here in Ontario. It's got a medium to full body again. For the varietal, it overperforms. in that aspect. Beautiful mouthfeel, so silky and smooth, it's incredible. The flavors, you're hit with like a sweet cherry, which quickly turns into a sour cherry. You get that hickory smoke in your mouth from the Baco Noir grape. The structure and the balance, perfect. It's incredible how everything here comes together in a Baco Noir, a grape that probably 95% of the world doesn't drink. I would drink this over any Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet blend. We call it Meritage here, or Meritage in Niagara. The Bordeaux blends, Cab Franc. This even outperforms Cab Franc with how it smells and how the flavors come together. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I don't know if any other wineries can pull it off like Henry Pelham can. But I think it's a grape that maybe more Niagara producers should pay attention to. If they're making wine this good, and it's recognized on Wikipedia internationally for making such nice wine, why doesn't other wineries make this grape varietal and grow it? This wine's incredible. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully next time we're at both wineries and I can give you the story behind the wine. Cheers.